Hello, welcome, bienvenue, and coming back to us again, just a visit with another mini episode of Whining Away with Corey and Ray. I'm Ray, by the way, and this is Corey. Some of you may think to yourselves,
why did I turn this back on?
My car's old. It's a 2005.
Here we
You know how many
go.
miles this car has? I'm not going to drive this anymore. Well, what would you say if your wine was a 2005? Corey challenges the conception that a simple South African Chardonnay, being a 2005, and of course it's now 2021, why would someone want to drink it after that long a time? Well, Corey said, you know what? Let's do an episode about it.
I forgot that I had this particular Chardonnay in my wine collection. And I stumbled upon it and thought, it's been in this wine refrigerator
Corey often stumbles around her wine collection.
at the appropriate temperature, supposedly.
Well, we're hoping it was a little colder than even suggested.
And maybe it's good. It's South African. So Ray reminded me how many years it actually is, and that it's white, and that it shouldn't be around still today.
Normally, you wouldn't drink this type of Chardonnay after 2009 if it was a 2005. It's, of course, 2021. So
And we're here to prove that you shouldn't listen to people.
We're gonna give
You
it a
can do
shot.
whatever you want, even if they tell you shouldn't.
We want to bring you guys all the scenarios that may pop up in the wine world. This is one of them. What if you had so much wine?
Before we get to the part where
But you forgot about one
Ray
for 2
possibly
decades.
drinks it and has
If everyone watching would just press 9-1 on your phone and hold your finger over the second one, because we're going to see what's going to happen here. And I don't care where you live, we're in Linden. Downtown Linden. So far, the smell, or my loss of smell from COVID, maybe I'm not smelling, I don't know. This could be the signal. I was vaccinated, people. 9-1, get ready.
This is Indaba, 2005 Chardonnay from Western. How can I do a show with him? That was...
It's not as awful as I
See? So I
was
proved you
anticipating.
wrong.
No, you did.
Add it to the list. Western Cape, South Africa.
Ways Corey tried to kill Ray. That's the
Wait,
list.
No, the list is ways that I prove you wrong.
So much shorter.
There's 14% alcohol in the Chardonnay, which is high. I was surprised, right? Isn't Chardonnay normally lower?
Well, you'd have to be high to want to drink a 2005.
And it's probably, since it's aged how many years now, it's probably more like 34% alcohol, not 14.
This wine is like yellow vodka. No. It's probably gone through so many different fermentations. It's become a different thing. But it honestly isn't.
Come on. $11.
I can't see.
$11 a bottle.
Clean up aisle 7.
You won't be able to get this vintage, trust me.
And if you can, don't take it.
It won't be $11 probably. But oak butterscotch, right?
Weren't you going to explain what the word Indaba meant?
Well, didn't you diverge?
It's my last request, Corey. The Chardonnay's hitting my system. I'm starting to get anemic.
So I can't with him. Indaba is the traditional Zulu forum for sharing ideas, and it is in this spirit that we collaborate to produce great wines.
Forever.
Enjoy this meeting of minds and souls, which is basically what we're here doing every time we do one of our little shows. Indaba.
Means last forever.
So
Indaba.
there's a fun fact, Ray. A lot of Chardonnay that was originally planted in South Africa was later found out to be that it was a different type of grape. It was actually Auxerre Blanc grapes. They weren't Chardonnay grapes.
Huh.
Did you know that?
I wonder how that would have aged.
Well, maybe I'll buy one and we'll hold on to it for 30 years and then we'll have another
On the
episode.
2042 edition, we'll try that one.
So,
Long story short, though, it's honestly not as bad as I would have thought. An inexpensive organic Chardonnay from South Africa. I mean, this thing was 10 years old in 2015. That was 7 years ago.
So the immediate effects are not bad. I don't know what might happen with alcohol poisoning later, but I'll do a follow-up episode if it doesn't go well.
I do, now as I'm sitting here drinking it, I wish I would have came with some adult diapers, because I feel like there's a leakage issue now.
Anyway.
It's a side effect.
You can hold on to Chardonnays maybe a little bit longer than you thought is the moral of this episode. Correct?
That's what we've learned.
Well. But, again, this was in a wine refrigerator for almost all of that time. So, if you're not properly storing it, it probably would not have lasted.
Corey got this bottle at her 25th birthday party and has been holding on to it ever since.
Yeah, and so for something as special as this, so you got a good laugh, and Ray got a nice little buzz from whatever it is.
And we'll use the rest of it to clean off Corey's car, which had some rust problem underneath.
Right, and I have some grease on the
will.
bumpers. We'll take it off.
This will Indaba.
And you can all take your phones off 9-1 now. He seems to be okay. We thank you for participating in this little project of ours.
But thank you for watching the final episode of...
But anyway, South African Chardonnays, I don't know about Indaba. You said they used to sell this at Total Wine.
They might still. I don't work there anymore. But I sold Indaba at... And I remember going to a restaurant in Brooklyn. This was on the wine list, the Indaba
So it's
wines.
something that you can get... And just South African Chardonnay is something you could pretty much get anywhere. It's more tropical than California Chardonnays. It's not really oaky. You get more tropical fruit and mango type flavors in it. So if you're looking for something a little different, want to try a different type of Chardonnay, go try South Africa.
Why not?
And thank you for tuning in to what could possibly be Ray's farewell show.
We'll give the medical updates as they come in.
We thank you all very much for participating, as always. Good wine sometimes.
Good friends, not always.
And
Great life, we'll see.
For as long as it's going to last for him.